Okay, thank y'all for being here. Really appreciate it. Today's a beautiful day. This is Nevada all the way, isn't it? It's really pretty. This was a federal works project back in the 30s. It's one that this lake has been here now for 70 plus, well, longer than that, probably 70 something years. And it's a great thing. And really, I'm going to turn over to the person that's really worked very hard. I would try to introduce everybody here, but I'd miss somebody, so I'm not going to embarrass myself. But a lady that has dedicated the last 8 years of prying money out of the city council for her project over here, and that's Councilwoman Sharon Zadra. I just never knew. I didn't realize she had pried over $700,000 to save the banks, do this and the other things she's done. She's done a beautiful job working on it. Sharon?
Look, they're empty. They're empty. Your pockets are now empty.
They've been empty ever since I met you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. He really did describe it absolutely right. There are so many of you out there who deserve to be here talking to the rest of you than even I do, that have really been a critical part of making this happen. From our staff, and boy, we just have everyone from Julie Conway, who's the director of our operations, and our wonderful team that were part of the design, one of them who's now even recently left the city for another opportunity. And the maintenance group has just made a major part of making this park stay as kind of the highlight for the community. We know it's where everybody enjoys to come with their family for their brisk walk each day, their exercise. And we took it on as an absolute community. And the spirit of the Neighborhood Advisory Board is really showing today. There are a bunch of you. You guys should wave your hands so that you can show the spirit of the Neighborhood Advisory Board really came through. They helped contribute an awful lot of money toward making some of this happen along the way. And it has been a long time. I mean, the lake was part of the Public Works Administration programming. Did I get that in the right order? Back in like 36 and 38. So almost as old as some of us here today. But in spirit, we really have, and I was talking to one of our great donors and participants today, Mr. William, I'm about ready to lose my voice, Thornton, who helped us with improving the waterfalls that we have out there today. Our budget wasn't able to keep up with the maintenance on them, and he actually stepped forward and helped us make that happen and bring them back up into operating speed. And he reminded me that, so it was a WPA kind of a project back in the 30s, and here we are again today with the community, all of you, working to make this what it is. It has been a long time in coming. It's really been the citizens that have been behind it, and there are just a whole bunch of you. From the Parks and Recreation Board, there are several of you too, so you guys need some recognition, as well as, again, the advisory board that I told you about. They contributed about $7,500 out of their grant money that we give to them to improve the project. As I said, we've had our parks people on it for at least the 8 or 9 years, and we have come forward. We've had to be pretty creative. We utilized some funding from grants, but also from parks construction tax. And that's what enabled us to be able to do the part, in particular down at the south end of the lake, that we beautified about, 6 or 7 years ago. And then we followed over here and created the whole new area here at the east end of the lake, added a new bathroom, which was just so important. The restrooms, anyone who walks this lake knows that there are in particular a lot of seniors, including me, and one restroom just really wasn't enough to get around the lake. So we added another restroom and improved some of the facilities and intake down there. The erosion control was really the biggest piece, and it took us a while to be able to get there, but I really do have to thank the city. Our city manager has just been incredibly supportive of fulfilling this project. As you know, our economic times have been really tough, but we made it happen. And with some really good private companies who were partners with us, starting with Stantec, that was the designer of the whole plan, and coincidentally, one of the members that was so active in designing the plan from Stantec happens to be a member of the Neighborhood Advisory Board, so took a lot of personal pride in developing the plan for it. The Garden Shop and Nursery, Northern Nevada Excavating, Anchor Concrete. We've had lots of partners who have just really come out of the woodworks to make this the successful project that it has been. It started with the instrumental reconstruction of the glory hole, and that's where the Cochrane ditch, feeds in. So we had to go in and reconstruct that so that the drainage would work and keep the flow working. And I already mentioned to you that we had the help from the Club Calneva and the William Thornton family, who did help us with the fountains. They're really popular. Every time one of those is not working, we get lots and lots of calls. So it's important for us to keep those in operating order. And they're not just an aesthetic, beautiful piece, and also, being able to hear the rush of the water, but it keeps the clarity. It helps us keep the clarity within the lake. So it's really an important part. So we're so proud that you came to help us celebrate today, kind of bring the Indian summer to us, and please come and enjoy the little goodies that we've brought for you to celebrate. And thank you again. Everyone here has had such a major part in this, and the community is responsible for that.
Here, Bill.
And let's do the ribbon cutting.